What's up, guys? Dustin back here with another video for you today, and today we're talking about the Barnett Whitetail Pro STR crossbow I've been waiting for a while and waiting to do a video on for a couple of months now since I've had it, because I've had some time to shoot it, had some time to sight in, range time, all that stuff here on my little backyard range, and it's really proving out to be a great crossbow overall. It's an improvement on a lot of things that a lot of crossbows I've owned. I wish I had, different features and benefits and that kind of stuff of crossbows I've had. And overall, I mean, this has just been a great upgrade. And I had a comment on the Whitetail Pro Hunter, the Whitetail Hunter Pro crossbow that I did a video on back in, I guess it was 2018. And that crossbow, I think, has been discontinued since then. But everybody was asking me, I had a couple people at least ask me, was the Whitetail Pro STR better, worse, whatever the case may be. The one main difference in the two is that you have a step-through riser that's not an additional part of the bow, it's built into the bow. So it makes the bow shorter overall. It makes, the cams on this one 17.75 inches, axle to axle, as far as the length goes in the cams. Really nice tight package for a standard crossbow, compound crossbow setup. And you also have an upgraded Halo 4x32 fixed scope with a lighter reticle. That's an upgrade. The way that the scope rings are done is an upgrade. They're done vertically instead of horizontally. That's another upgrade. This all comes ready to hunt, ready to shoot. Comes with a quiver. Comes with arrows, a couple arrows. I use gold tip, as you guys know. Gold tip arrows and bolts, and these are gold tip bolts, ballistic 425 ballistic arrows, bolts. I get that debate all the time. Bolts that get shot in a crossbow, arrows get shot out of a compound or a traditional bow. But 425 ballistic arrows, Lumenoks, and then Grim Reaper. And today we're going to be using a Grim Reaper practice head. What I typically recommend for hunting with this crossbow and many other crossbows is the 100 grain to 125 grain, depending on what you like. Both would work. 1.5 inch cut radius crossbow heads, and they make crossbow rated heads in Pro Series and then the Standard Series that Grim Reaper has. And these are just great crossbow heads. I actually had the opportunity to do some of the product testing when the Pro heads came out, and the initial testing of the new crossbow heads that came out. And I was really excited about that, to have the chance to do that, so that's really cool. So yesterday I filmed a video, actually earlier this week, it's Easter weekend, happy Easter everybody. I filmed a video where my son taped me, but he hit the record button off too soon, so I'm reshooting this now. So I basically had this set up on a Bog DEATHGRIP tripod, and this has one contact point right here, and then swivel points left and right, up and down, so on and so forth. And the grip right here, which I've got it gripped on the bottom part of the grip of the crossbow, where you put your fingers to keep away from the finger guard and keep away from the, obviously, where you keep in the safe from the track of the bow, where you could really injure yourself if you're not careful. So be careful when you load these crossbows. Be careful when you, everything I've always talked about, be careful to make sure your fingers are shooting at a rest like this, or your fingers are below the track of the string for sure when you're loading this. So we're going to load us an arrow. It's got these nice little bristles that's been improved since the last Barnett crossbow, the first Barnett crossbow I bought. These little bristles keep your bow, keep your arrow kind of in the track and ready to go. Make sure that you're even on both sides, and we are on the fletching. Make sure your odd fletching goes down. These are just general things to consider. And then we're using Grim Reaper practice tip and Lumenok so we can see what goes downrange at our targets. So you'll get to see that here in a second. So let's shut up and shoot, as a lot of you guys tell me to do, because I talk a lot in these videos. And I'm going to turn the green reticle on, actually, not the red one. It's because it helps me see a little bit better in the daylight. Safety off, aiming down range, gentle squeeze. Alright, that was a good shot. So let's take it down range here and check it out. It's a little muddy where I'm at, it's been raining a lot lately. And I made a slight adjustment to the bow. Let's take a look here. There's a crossbow bolt right in the bullseye like we wanted. And so I'm going to load another arrow. We're going to do this one more time. I'm going to show you how easy it is to load a 187-pound crossbow, a crossbow draw weight. We're going to take it out of our bog pot here and lift it out of here. And basically it's really easy to just put the I've gotten questions on how to load these things, so or how to use the crossbow cocking device. It's relatively easy. There are a lot of videos online that use this, but basically what we're doing here is go around the base of the crossbow like that, go underneath. On the other side you got to pull up a little bit, and there you go. You're ready to rock. I think you can see that okay on the camera. You've got your two hooks right here on both sides of the string, on the other side of the string keeper, on the inside of the string keeper. I'm going to back up a little bit here and show you how we hear it click. You're in good shape. Once you hear that click, you're in good shape. It's cocked, it's ready to go. And the nice thing about using a string cocker, it saves your hands, which is a big deal, from having to pull the string back. It pulls the string back evenly. That's all important. Let's load up again in our bog pod here and shoot another one down range. The nice thing about this crossbow too is that it has an anti-dry fire mechanism. It's got a really good trigger on it. Overall, it's just it's safe. It's everything a crossbow should be, and then some. It's 400 feet per second, which is important when it comes to speed. You can get this thing out to 100 yards pretty easily without breaking a sweat, without having any worries about, you know, anything like that. The scope is ready to go for that reticle. Every scope is different. I get this question a lot too. How long, you know, can I take a shot? And you know, crossbow this fast can go out to 100 yards real easy. But you want to make sure that you consider the fact that all the cases of what you're shooting and the reticle that you're using, if it's this scope or another scope, match your crossbow. So you want to shoot at the different elevation levels. Not elevation levels, well, elevation levels too, but you want to shoot at the different levels, yard ranges and elevation levels that you're going to be shooting at, to make sure that your crossbow is dead on where you aim it, when you aim it, when the time counts. Shoot to kill, in other words. That's what I'm very, very important about. Make a very big deal about. Practice the way that you're going to hunt, if that's what you intend to do with this crossbow, unless you just want to play target shooting with it and do that thing. But you want to make sure that you use elevation. If you're hunting out of a tree stand, practice with elevation, practice with yardage, and make sure you know where it's hitting at those different yardage markers. That's very important. Let's shoot another one down range. Clear. I'm going to change to a different color. See if that changes anything here. I'm going to go 5 because it's bright and it's light outside. Yep, there we go. Very, very easy to shoot. The trigger's very light. It's got a nice camo pattern on it. It's got side rails here on either side and then a bottom rail. It's got a sling swivel mount. I put a new sling on it. Didn't come with the sling, but I mean overall this is just a great crossbow package. that already comes ready to hunt, ready to shoot, comes with the arrows. But like I say, I recommend on all of my videos, you guys know I recommend Gold Tip, do some shooting work with them, and then Grim Reaper for the Broadheads, because you know, that's important when it comes to making a good shot and making it count. But anyway, a couple of shots downrange. Let's go look at our other shot here real quick. You can kind of get the full meal deal of what we got here. A little low this time, but you can still see that we're doing some good on that Reinhardt target. And I've had this Reinhardt target since 2011. It's still outside, still doing its thing, so really cool. So anyway, overall, great crossbow, highly recommend it. Recommend that you you know, check it out at your local retailer. Several online retailers carry this crossbow. Your local sporting goods store probably carries it. And if not, check out your online listings for that kind of stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching, reading, and listening. If you have any questions for me, email me, Dustin at dustinsprojects.com. That's Dustin at dustinsprojects.com. I'll be happy to answer them for you, or put them in the comments if you're allowed to on YouTube or on Roku. Just email me, or Android, or Amazon Fire, wherever you're listening to this or watching this. You can email me at Dustin at dustinsprojects.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, reading, and listening. Have an awesome day in the outdoors. We'll see you next time.